For master?
Hi, my name is Maureen. We're going to discuss about how to make African chapati, and that is an equivalent of Mexican tacos. With me today, I have Lillian, my colleague, and Mary. It's going to be a written demonstration, so Lillian is going to be able to assist me. My ingredients are going to be salt, some canola oil, and all-purpose flour, and a cup of water. The first thing we're going to do is have the salt, just the equivalent of about a teaspoon, into the bowl, and about 2 tablespoons of oil added in the salt too. And then we're going to order the water, half a cup of the water, and then just stir it. You're doing good. Okay. And then the next thing is we're going to add 2 cups of water. We're going to have to make sure that all the salt has already dissolved into the warm water. So you add 2 cups of flour. And then using your clean hands, you're going to start mixing the water and the flour. You're going to make sure that when you're doing the mixing, you make sure that you incorporate the air in there so that it dance airy and it gets some air in it.
Continue kneading.
So you continue kneading until all the flour and the water mixes up. Remember, you always have to put the air in it. That way when you're cooking, it becomes soft and fluffy. And then once it's completely formed nicely, you add a little bit oil on top of it, just about a teaspoon. And then you mix it and you continue kneading.
So just put all over.
Until it's completely nicely and mixed. Once you get to that point, you're ready to start rolling. That you're gonna have a bowl with some canola oil in it, a spoon, and a rolling pin. Unfortunately, I only have one rolling pin, so we're gonna use that, and then I'll let you try and demonstrate for me.
Okay.
So the thing you're gonna do, normally my measurements, I use my hands, and what you're gonna do is just cut a small ball like that, and that fits in your hand. So we're gonna move this away.
Well, my hands are big, so
Whatever size fits. I got enough, a good size of pan for us to do the cooking from.
okay.
So you have that size, and then you're gonna dip it inside the flour. And then it's gonna come out looking like that. And the next thing you're gonna do is spread it out with the oil. Put a little bit on your table, because this is where we're gonna do our rolling from.
So put a little bit of flour.
Yes, right?
Okay.
If you have enough on the dough, then you don't have to add a little bit more on the flour. So you're gonna roll. And this time round, we don't have to maintain the size or the round, because all we're gonna do is add a little bit more of oil. Could you try that? That's good. And then the next thing we're gonna do is using a teaspoon of oil. We're just gonna go ahead and spread it out. Most of the people sometimes will use the brush, sometimes they will use a knife with this. But in my case, I always just use the spoon. And once I've spread the oil like that, I will slice it on one side. Go ahead.
Did I put too much?
I think that's good enough. The more you put, the softer the chapati is going to come out.
Okay. And just cut it.
Yes. And then the next thing is touching on the edge of it. We're gonna roll around it and keep on incorporating the air. So you dip it again in a little bit of flour because you want a little bit of flour on it so that it doesn't stick on the pot, on the table. And then you spread it out using your roll pin. Now we need it to be all nicely shaped. So we're gonna roll on one side and keep on rolling. And then we're gonna turn it and keep on rolling. If it starts to stick, we're gonna add a little bit more flour. And then roll it again. So that it catches shape. And the shape that you require most of this time is actually a circle. As you roll around it, you should be able to achieve that. You want to try that?
Okay, let me try. So I have to. Okay, now let's see if the circle comes.
Divide it inside the pan straight. Spread it out. And then you can just let it cook. So we're gonna continue. Now it looks like it's already a little bit brown. So we're gonna turn it back on the other side. We're gonna continue with the same oil that we had. And a little bit of oil, and we're gonna spread it out. By the time you're done spreading the oil on top of it, on the side that's already burnt, you're gonna just flip it to the other side. It's a little bit browned. And then you're gonna put a little bit more oil. Lillian, you wanna grab a plate?
Yes.
You just have to make sure that it browns on both sides. And then you're gonna turn it so that you can brown the other side. Look, it looks nice. Just give it some time, and then once it's brown on the other side, you can flip it and get it off the pan. And I think we're ready to go. Here we go. It's your turn now, Lily.
Okay. So I just
Be
bring
careful. We don't want to get you burned.
Okay. So just start with either side?
Yes.
All right.
Spread it out. So since the stew is still cooking, we'll try and test the one we made first. And well, for you to serve it, you just slice it into two at the center. And of course, I like being fuzzy, so I normally roll it from the end to the end. And Mary, this is a piece for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I can roll that one.
Oh, Lillian, try that.
Yeah. Let me roll this one and see. And can I taste it?
Sure. Enjoy
Okay.
it.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully you like it.
It's good. It's very soft.
And with that, we come to the end of our
It's very nice.